Hello viewers, today we have with us Akshransh Awasthi from IPF Real Estate Brokers. He is in the market since long time and IPF Real Estate is in the market since 15 years. So let's try to get help and assistance in understanding the real estate market of Dubai with his very broad experience. Aksh, how do you categorize investors, especially when it comes to Dubai, keeping in mind the scenario of international investments like London, New York, Tokyo, Singapore?
There's long-term investors, there are short-term investors, there are investors who are purely looking for return of investments, there are investors who are purely looking for a premium gain. Short-term investments. So short-term investors are looking for 2 to 3 years of exit in the market. Long-term investors are those guys who are looking for giving the properties as an ancestral property to their. It's like a next generation property. Correct, correct. So those comes down as a long-term investors for me. For short-term investors, those who are looking for small gain, premium gain, and they want to just quit it small. Then comes down your ROI investors. Now these investors are those who can be into a different segment. They can be in long term, they can be in short term. They purely look for what the maximum return of investment they are getting. The fixed return of investment. Correct, correct. So they are looking for that. In anywhere of the world, the way Dubai is giving a return of investments in all the properties in Dubai is wonderful. You go to India, you go to London, you go to any part of the world. The best return of investment is coming down out from Dubai. You go to affordable housing, you get 7 to 8% of return. Luxury property itself gives you minimum 3 to 4% of return, which is a wonderful.
Yeah. Is there any property which is giving nearly 10%?
Depends on deal to deal. Okay. Some properties can give you better returns. Some properties can give you lesser returns. Depends on the deal. First day when you are doing the deal or the day you are closing on the deal.
Where I do investors can get up to 10%.
I do have.
Aks, how do you categorize or help or assist your customers in taking decision whether to buy a flat or a villa? Because Dubai has a lot to offer in both the segments.
Correct. So when it comes down to that, there are advantages and disadvantages of both the things. Depends if so. I can say that I go towards some questions in my mind and then suggest the person what should he takes it.
Like a checklist that
kind of a checklist of in my mind that okay, the customer I should suggest this, and then I come down with advantages and disadvantages. When it goes to a villa community or a villa, you have playgrounds. If there's a kid in the house, okay, if there's a very young kid, a lady is about to give a birth to a child, very crucial thing in the family. I would always suggest them to go for a villa. Okay. Why? Kid is growing. This is the correct time for the kid to enjoy the atmosphere. In villa community, that is possible. You have a small garden at the back. You have nearby playground where you can go and play and all those things. Swimming pool. Many things are there. When there's a couple who comes down, they don't require those many things because maximum time they are busy in their offices. Okay. In all the buildings, normally in Dubai, as per the rules which are there, you have some of the other communities which has been developed. You will have a swimming pool, you have a gym, you have a sauna, all those things. This is the normal thing which a person requires. So then I assist them that okay, you should go for an apartment. Now advantages and disadvantages I figure out in that manner. So advantages in apartments.
So it differ from case to case,
person to person, and their likings and dislikings. Some people says I don't want
high-rise building.
I don't like high-rise building. So then I'll say okay, then you have to go for a villa. That's the way I categorize.
Help us understand comparison between small ticket investment and luxury properties.
So small ticket investments and luxury properties, they are two very beautiful characters which Dubai provides. Okay, uh, Dubai is growing towards affordable housing nowadays. Affordable housing, which we call it as small ticket
tickets,
size as
yeah.
well, that is growing a lot in Dubai. Luxury properties are there in Dubai, and
Dubai is
you
known
name
for
it
luxury.
luxury properties, correct. For me, when I categorize luxury properties, I say there are areas which gives the luxury properties. Now, if I'll tell you that in Jumeirah Village Circle, I'm giving you a super duper luxury property. It might be a super duper luxury property, but the area might not come down as a super
As a
duper
luxury,
luxury.
yeah.
Okay, when you come down to downtown, I cannot give you an affordable housing.
Yeah, because
Affordable
that-
housing in the sense, I will not be able to give you a maintenance or something of 13 dirhams or 12 dirhams or 10 dirhams maintenance and gives you an amazing luxury property.
Aks, being experienced real estate agent of Dubai, RERA certified, which areas you specialized in, or how people can contact you and where they can?
Okay, for me, area of specialization is you can say entire Dubai, because I'm being in Dubai for a long time now. But my main area of expertise is downtown, plus affordable housing like Jumeirah Village Circle, Mira, Nashama, all these places you can say. So affordable housing, main focus of mine is in Jumeirah Village Circle, because there are some good developers which have done fabulous jobs in there.
Yeah.
Downtown being my forte, because the day one I came down to Dubai, I started
Your career
my
from
my
downtown.
career from downtown. So that's my forte as well.
Aks, what is your suggestion to landlords when they want to rent their property or when they want to sell the property?
As per me, all the landlord should do renovate their properties once the property gets vacated. That's my personal suggestion, and which makes a property a better in terms of selling, in terms of renting. Okay. Now, few things which we as a real estate guys do, we show a photo on our websites. Okay. Now, if the property is beautiful, okay, it will get very quickly rented out. The person who sees a beautiful a person, you take yourself as a tenant, or first thing what you will do, you will go to a property where pictures are beautiful. Okay, you will click that, you will go ahead, you want to close that, you want to see that property.
Okay.
So it always helps to the
Sell or rent out the property quickly.
Correct.
And how does it affect the price?
It does affect a price huge. So a property which is going for somewhere around 200,000, which is a luxury property, the price can come down to 180, 190 if the property is not kept well, and it can go more higher if the property is kept very well. If the property is neat and clean, tidy, painting work has been done, when the tenant is moved out, the property is kept up very nicely, it can go higher. It can go from 200 to 210, 220 as well, because the property is being kept very nice.
So landlords, if you want to rent out fast, quickly and sell your property on higher price,
They
spend
should.
a little money on
Correct.
the interiors and the aesthetic value for your property.
Correct. All the things has to be taken care in the villa, because it is your. You are earning from that. As we say in our India, if आप लक्ष्मी का ध्यान रखेंगे,
लक्ष्मी आपका ध्यान दे.
so if you take care of your property, people will come out, rent out very quickly.
Thank you so much, Aks, for helping us understand the market.
Thank you very much.
And viewers, for sure, you might have learned a new trend that's happening in Dubai, and it will help you to understand the market. And in our next episode, we'll come up with a new guest with some new question that will answer your queries. Signing off, Abdul Haseeb.